folks, to the Caffeination Corner. It is Erik back at you with yet another coffee video. Today we're going to be looking at a coffee that was sent to me late February. Time of recording is March 15th, so these beans aren't exactly the freshest of the freshest. I've got more coffee than I can fucking drink. But these beans come from Guatemala Coffee Company out of Oakland, California. This is their Guatemala Coban Santa Isabel. These come courtesy of Barry from the Brewed Palate. Check out his channel if you haven't already. He does some really cool homebrew videos. This coffee isn't cheap, you guys. Coffee, I cannot believe how like 20 bucks a bag-ish after shipping doesn't go very far. So I brewed up about 350 grams in the Chemex, and strike temp was roughly, I don't know, what did I strike this at? 198. I've been doing things a little lower, 198 to 202, so almost a perfect amount here. But this coffee is exciting. When I believe it was roasted on February 22nd. When I first had it, I brewed it perfect. Sometimes the cup just comes out perfect. Zelda mug, by the way. I've been playing a ton of Breath of the Wild. But there was something about that first cup, so I'm hopefully able to replicate it. They say it should taste like, look at this little fire tablet. Apricot and majoram and a couple other things, but they talk all about their coffees, which I think is just so cool to actually be able to geek out on your coffee, and they show the different brewing methods and stuff. So before I dive into this, I wanted to say I got a new mic for recording for this channel, and I actually cannot figure out how to record via the camera app on the iPhone and use this at the same time to get output. I've tried their app. I have absolutely zero idea how this works. So if you are a audiophile, gearhead, Technica head, if you will, and know how to make this work with the stock recording camera app on iOS or a downloadable one, let me know. Otherwise, I've got to return it, and I'm thinking about doing a couple other setup things, an actual camera, an actual nice mic. But yeah, this one is, let's go ahead and dive into the nose. I get like a really savory, herbaceous quality. Like, if you've ever smelled actual majoram, I haven't. But, well, maybe I have. I don't smell that. It smells, honestly, like a really good roast with a good amount of chocolate and a little bit of, like, honestly, it smells like freshly ground coffee. I can't really geek out on the nose too much on coffee. It's more about the taste for me. They definitely smell good when grinding the beans. So I'm almost out, which I'm okay with, because as you can see here, I've got beans on beans on beans, and I have a little spoiler. I'm going to be doing some Modern Times telekinetic high five review soon. But really, this is not the ideal way to store your beans. This is not a way, but this is just the way of life. I've honestly been giving away more beans just to friends who come over. It's like, here's 30 grams, here's 30 grams, here's 30 grams. Because I can't drink all of them. I'm gonna have to go get all new more mason jars for airtight nature. We'll go ahead and taste this one though. Thanks, Barry. Yeah, I brewed this one damn good. That apricot fleshy character is definitely there. I drink a lot of apricot LaCroix, and that's, if you leave a can of LaCroix out overnight, it goes flat, obviously. But I think the essence of the fruit really comes through the next morning. I don't recommend it, but I have done it and I have drank it. So I just drank one this morning. It was the first thing I had, was an old LaCroix on my nightstand from the night before. And the apricot essence of that is more faint in this cup of coffee. I remember the day I got these beans were like 2 days old roasted, and they frickin' screamed juicy apricot. So good to know that almost a month later, they're holding up really nice in just a Ziploc coffee bag. Yeah, nice little bit of just really, quite acidic actually, but not so acidic that you're like kind of bracingly like a Berliner Weiss or sour beer or anything, or even if you've had the Bourbon County coffee beans in the past, the acidity is not on point. It's not as acidic, sorry. Words still aren't really coming to me. But yeah, I'm just really glad that some of these characteristics hung around. There's definitely chocolate, definitely some like really chewy caramel, like the caramel you put on top of a Cinnabon. People ask me all the time, why do you brew your coffee at a lower temperature than boiling? Well, it's easier to drink, it's faster to drink, faster to enjoy, and I get a lot of the characteristics that I tend to like from a cup of coffee. So, yeah, this is definitely, I've had a lot of coffee in a very short amount of time. I definitely am starting to be able to tell, blind, hey, I know what that might be, and or I know what I like, what I don't like, and I'm leaning towards more of a light to medium roast. I know the growing regions I'm really starting to enjoy, kind of follow in line with a lot of my subscribers who geek out on coffee too. So I just want to go transition and just say, this is probably an A-level coffee. It's $17.50 a bag. Definitely worth seeking out. You can order it online at Blue Bottle Coffee. Worth it, every penny. But I have to say, real quickly transitioning into a kind of a life update video. I'm trying to do a Coffee Talk 101 video type of thing, like update on my life, because I'm really only able to really put out like one video a month right now. So we are, over a month into Jana's passing, month and 10 days, and where I'm at in my journey of sobriety, I'm 45 days sober. I'm okay, but I'm not okay, and it's okay to not be okay. And when you think about what everything, it's all a blur, kind of. I mean, I can pick out, it's like one big blackout in a way. It's like, I kind of wish this wasn't real. I've vividly been experiencing and reliving the time in the hospital with her last time in great detail, like kind of like recounting a blackout, or being told what you did in a blackout. I hate to liken it to that, but like the fog is dissipating, the feelings are just crashing in, it's like waves, and it's definitely the hardest thing I have ever gone through, or going through. I'm not done. And I'll never be done. But I've got this overwhelming support group, and I've got, viewers, friends, family, people I didn't even know that cared about me. And I think without that large group of supporter, people who want to see me be okay, I wouldn't be able to be sitting here right now in the shape I'm in. I'm not, I've had some snippets of fun. People say it's really hard to have fun after you lose somebody. Yeah, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to concentrate. If you Google grief, how to deal with the loss of a spouse, or how to deal with the loss of miscarriages. I mean, I lost 4 children and my wife within 10 months. And the thing is life still has to go on. And there's no going on, there's only going through. And I'm still doing AA. I'm going to be going to some grief groups. I'm doing therapy, which, I'm running into some insurance issues, so I've got to dial that back as far as money goes. But it's amazing how the free help might be better than the paid help, if that makes sense. But for any of you who have lost a miscarried baby or stillborn child or a spouse, a best friend, I can't really liken it to like losing your mom or your dad, because I haven't felt that yet, and I hope to not feel that for many years. But I lost my best friend and my spouse, and that's really the hardest part about this, is that I don't have anyone to wake up to anymore. I don't have anyone to go to bed next to. If I didn't have the 2 chihuahuas, man, who the fuck knows where I'd be sitting? Seriously. If I didn't have the love and the support, I just don't know what I'd do. So I'm so thankful and so blessed and appreciative of all the caring messages, cards, coffee, money, everything that anyone who's ever watched any of these videos, I've started to write thank you cards. It's a chore, but they're almost done. So I guess I'm rambling here, but I kind of want to just say that if my door is open for anyone who's lost like I've lost, or anyone who's lost unlike I've lost. Some of the moments of joy that I've experienced in the last 45 days, which is very few, have been when I'm helping others help themselves, or helping others get through a tough time, or just listening to others. And people like say, "Oh, Eric, we're here for you. We're here for you." And yeah, I know you are, and I'll need you eventually. But right now, I'm doing things kind of on my own clock, and that's, like I said, when I feel okay. And that's like last night, I helped a friend in need, and I was able to go home, pray for that person, their loved ones, their family, their friends, my family, their friends, everyone who's suffering in this world. And it's the first time in a long time I'm not praying for me. I'm praying for others, and I'm finding the strength through giving back to others and loving others to just get through. So that's kind of where I'm at, guys. It's going to be a long journey. There's going to be a lot of videos that you probably are not going to like the tone of. If you're not coming here to listen to me talk about my grief, you're coming here to listen to me talk about coffee or reminisce about beer or whatever the reason you're here. I'm just thankful you clicked on this video today and you stuck around and you stick around through the bad audio. We're going to get it fixed. That kind of brings me to my last point as far as where this channel goes going forward. As you know, I record on an iPhone, edit on a Mac, export through iMovie, do very little editing. I give it to you as raw as I can. That's what she said, I know. But I want to change the content. The money is not there to do it. It's not that I don't want to invest. It's that I don't know if spending $1,200 on a camera, mic, editing software rig is, I'm not saying it's not worth it, but I don't know if I can justify it for what I do, content creation. I mean, it's just me talking to the camera, same backdrop it's been for a couple of years. Obviously the backdrop will change, the things will change, but I've got to pour some money into this. So I'm toying around with the idea of me funding half of it, and if everyone's interested in potentially doing just a small Kickstarter, just a couple grand to get off the ground, get some coffee mugs made, a logo made, all these things done now that I actually have the time to do them. Unfortunately, it comes at the loss of my wife, but if you guys want to see this channel grow, I mean, we're almost to 700 subscribers. People keep subscribing to this channel, so people keep coming and they keep coming back, and that's why I keep doing it. So let me know what you think of that idea. I know a lot of people just gave a massive amount of money, and I'm so thankful for all that, but that was for bills, that covered Jana's funeral, that was for all that stuff. This is for kind of me to get through talking to you, talking to viewers, and just keep doing the things that I love behind the camera. So let me know what you think. It wouldn't be much, but I think we could do it together, and I think we could get some really cool logos done and coffee mugs that I could sell at a very low cost. Shirts, anything. I want to do with a local coffee shop, like an Erik's blend of coffee, and there's so many cool ideas I have. I can't do them just recording on an iPhone. It's time to take this channel to the next step, and I need a little bit of help. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hopefully you've stuck around till the end of the video. Thanks again, everyone, for sticking around and coming and clicking on these videos. Thanks again, Barry, for this A+ level coffee from Brewed Palate. It is phenomenal. I've got the beta blend here. I've got coffee on coffee on coffee, and so hopefully you guys enjoy these videos, and I am out of here. Go play some Breath of the Wild if you're a Zelda fan. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.